I'd like to go around the table. You seem to like it. Your audience seems to like it based on ratings. We're leading China now in AI. Energy is way down.
God, what are these people doing? And finally, we've changed.
We're focused on what matters. Had a meeting yesterday on Golden Dome for America, which is on track to deliver strategically.
But they're going to be filing a lawsuit challenging legal action. What is your response? Are you prepared for a legal fight?
I don't think you've ever seen anything like it. These guys that are holding these up, if you ever try holding your hand out for 2 hours, that's a long time. These are pretty strong characters. You've been doing that a long time, I guess. Congratulations. Are you getting tired? Are you getting tired? I'm looking at these guys. They look like they have no problem. It's amazing, actually. If you want, you know, it's been a long time. If you want, we could go in and we can call it a day. Marco has been really, I think you're born for this job. I don't think you should ever run for another office. I don't think you should, really. You're so good at this. He is so good. And everybody likes him, you know, everybody likes him. But everybody, much more importantly than like, I think you would say, is respect. They respect Marco. They respect all the people around the table.
You were elected as the president of working Americans, and that's why this Labor Day is so meaningful. For me personally, this is the most meaningful Labor Day of my life as someone with 4 jobs. And so... It's true.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. See what happens, and you get killed running into a light pole. I can't believe it. You're not tired holding that? Look at this. How strong are you? How strong are you? Look at him. He's been holding that thing for 3 hours. You're a good fisherman. We have negotiated historic trade deals with the United Kingdom, China, Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, Japan, South Korea, who was here yesterday, and the European Union. Foreign nations are now paying hundreds of billions of dollars straight into our treasury, and numbers that nobody's ever seen before. I heard there was a problem with South Korea, but we met yesterday and they're done. We didn't do anything. We just kept the same deal. He honored the deal. They wanted to see if I don't even want to say it, but they wanted to see if they could do something. But they honored the deal, which is nice. Then he goes on television and says, oh, Trump is a dictator, he's a dictator. And a lot of people have here, so the line is that I'm a dictator, but I stop crime. So a lot of people say, you know, if that's the case, I'd rather have a dictator. But I'm not a dictator, I just know how to stop crime. And we have the Olympics coming up. And I want to mention, you know, about crime, because we have a young lady here, Iris, of Epoch Times. I heard you were very savagely mugged in the city.
So more than 2 years ago, it was a Saturday morning in broad daylight. I was on my way to work, and a young man with a black ski mask pointed a gun at my face and threatened me to hand over my phone, my wallet, my laptop, and everything else.
So you had a gun pointed at your head, and you probably figured that he's going to pull the trigger, because these are animals that don't know what the hell, they couldn't care less. The pulling the trigger to him is a very minor event, and I'm sure he's done it before.
Mr. President, thank you for now making DC safer.
Thank you very much.
And now my baby on the way. Thank you so much.
Leadership to China happened this year for 40 years. I mean, it's exact corruption.
And to apply Houston's right, we're in this right.
And the only president ever to understand it, you understood it in the 80s and the 90s, and I used to, see you on TV and you'd say, God, what are these people doing? And finally we changed it. So let's go over what we changed. So Japan and Korea, they're never gonna open their markets to us. So we've negotiated $900 billion that they're giving you to invest in national. Intel came in, right? The Biden administration had given $11 billion to Intel, given it to them, done. Corporate just gift. and you turn that into really, in like less than 5 minutes of conversation. And Intel agreed to give us 10% of their company, which of course was worth $11 billion. We're having fun together. This is the greatest cabinet working for the greatest president. I'm having the time of my life working for you, Mr. President.
Thank you. That was very well stated, wasn't it?
Under your military, your Pentagon, we are restoring deterrence. Our allies paying 5%, now our allies in the Indo-Pacific stepping up to do the same. That's a recognition that American leadership is here. In that meeting on DC, I started my sentence by saying, the Department of Defense. To which you said, that just doesn't sound right. So maybe next time we're here, my card will be Department of War, we'll see. But it's not, here's the thing, here's what people miss. It's not just about words. You are the peace president, sir. Because we are strong, our enemies know what we will do. And so whether it's Secretary of War or Secretary of Defense, that warrior ethos is changing. We're going back to basics. Our drill instructors can be drill instructors again, sir.
That's great. I think I like Department of War better, but we'll make that decision, right? But you've been great. Thank you very much, sir.
Regarding crime in D.C., something that might help especially ladies is being able to carry. I know you talked about reciprocal carry. Would you like for that to apply here in Washington, D.C.?
When you say carry, I assume you're talking about carry what we're talking about, right? Would you like to carry a gun?
I would like to, yes, sir.
You'd feel a hell of a lot better, right?
I absolutely.
I agree with you 100%, okay?
Okay, great.
But I'll tell you, within another couple of weeks, it's hard to believe what's been accomplished in 12 days, but within another couple of weeks, you won't have to carry. You're not going to have to carry. We want to stay there for longer than 30 days, as you know. We have an absolute mandate, and I can extend it, but I'd rather not have to declare a national emergency because by that time, I mean, right now there's not an emergency. We've done, as you sort of said yourself, it feels like a different world. And you'd ask one question to Biden, and it was always the ice cream question, right? What flavor ice cream do you like best? I like vanilla. And that was the end of the conference. I think now we've done enough. These people are very busy. This has never been done before. First of all, a cabinet meeting was sacred. You'd never let the fake news media in. I think it's a great thing. I think maybe it's going to be done in the future. I hope it's going to be done. But you really get the word out. I mean, we had, each one of these people spoke. I think each one, if I thought one of them did badly, I would call that person out. I would say, Christy, what the heck are you doing? And there's something really nice about just, the openness of what we're doing. It's government. It's an open government. That's what we are. And we haven't made too many mistakes. Maybe we'll, but we haven't made too many mistakes. We've called it right. We are a respected country again. Thank you, everybody.